I've showed you how to make vegetable and chicken lo mein, and tonight is Chinese beef lo mein. I'm Tess, and I'll show you how to make this easy and delicious Chinese meal. This is a stir fry and it goes quickly, so I'm making sure that I have everything prepped and ready before cooking. These are the lo mein noodles that I use. I get these at my Asian market. There are different types and brands, so cook the lo mein noodles according to the directions on the package. These noodles are really long, so I cut them in half before cooking. When done, I rinse them thoroughly in cold water. I usually divide the noodles into 2 servings or wok cookings. And just a reminder that you'll be able to find this recipe, the list of ingredients, and much more in the Show More section below. Now for the beef. I'm using a top round or London Broil cut. You can see how the grain of the meat is running. You want to cut the pieces across the grain so they will be tender. I'm cutting the pieces into small strips. For the beef marinade, I'm adding some soy sauce, Shaoxing wine, or you can use rice vinegar, some cornstarch, and a little baking soda to help tenderize the beef. Mixing together well and setting to the side for about 30 minutes. For the sauce, I'm starting with some beef broth, and you can use vegetable or chicken broth or even water. Adding in some mushroom-flavored soy sauce, and this really adds a richness, and it really goes well with the beef. You can use some light soy sauce. In goes some oyster sauce, a little sesame oil, a little white pepper, and a little sugar. I don't use too much sugar as we don't like the lo mein sweet, but you can adjust to your liking. Giving that a good stir and setting to the side. I have my vegetables prepped and ready, and we are ready to cook. I'm using my wok, but you can make this beef lo mein in any large pan. I have my heat on high and my wok is hot. Adding in a little peanut oil and the beef. Just spreading out the beef and letting it cook for about 15 to 20 seconds before stirring. This prevents sticking and helps give the meat a nice coating. Cooking and stirring for about 3 to 4 minutes or until the meat is done. With the pieces this small, it doesn't take long. Once done, I'm removing the beef from the pan. I still have my heat on high and I'm adding in a little more oil. Adding in some sliced julienne onions, bell peppers, and I'm using some red and green peppers. Giving that a stir and cooking for a minute. I have my onions and peppers cut into matchstick or julienne pieces so they mix better with the lo mein. Now I'm adding in some sliced mushrooms. Nothing better with steak than onions, peppers, and mushrooms. In goes the minced garlic and ginger, giving everything a good mix, cooking and stirring for about 2 to 3 minutes. Adding my beef back into the wok and giving everything a good mix. In goes the lo mein noodles and the sauce. Mixing everything together, cooking and stirring for a minute or 2. You just want to heat up the noodles. Right before serving, I'm tossing in the greens of the garden onions. Giving everything a good mix and we are ready to eat. This Chinese beef lo mein is really easy to make and it tastes better than restaurant or takeout and at a fraction of the cost. You can use the veggies that you like, and once you make this once or twice, you can fine-tune it to the way you like. If you have a chance, please check out my vegetable and chicken lo mein video recipes. I will leave a link in the iCard above and also in the Show More section below. This Chinese beef lo mein is so good and addicting. The beef is tender and the veggies still have a crunch with lots of flavor. A comforting Chinese meal. I hope you give it a try and leave a comment below. If you like this Chinese beef lo mein recipe, please hit the like and subscribe button. Remember to hit the bell next to the subscribe to make sure that you get my future video recipes. You can also find me on Facebook and at my website. Feel free to share this recipe and my channel with your friends and family. And until next time, much love.